he freaking did his thing, pop, 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 and he spun around, whoo, and he threw the hat. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another vlog. Whew, let me tell you something, it's really hot in here. The air conditioning doesn't even, it's not even working like it should be working. So it's just kind of blowing like warm and cold, want to be cold air. I don't know what to explain it, but it's not really working. So I've turned it off because it's just making a bunch of noise. And I want this video to be on point audio wise, which, yeah, I'd rather have that kind of air that is almost wanting to try to pretend to be like air conditioned air than nothing at all. But anyways, we gotta do this. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe, like, share, all that beautiful stuff. Now guys, I want to share a crazy cool story with you guys because, you know, we like to do this thing where we share stories. That's what I do on my channel. I share a lot of things that's happened in my life, and it's pretty cool. This one I want to share with you though is probably one of the highlights and coolest things that, now that I look back at it, I made a big mistake for starters. You'll find out what that was in a second. But I look back now and I go, oh my gosh, like that is a priceless moment that can never be repeated now. Because if you've seen the title, you already know that it's about Michael Jackson, the king of pop. And one of the fringe benefits, guys, when I was signed to Sony was that I had the opportunity to go and see the king of pop in concert in the good seats, you know, the good seats. And that was one of the fringe benefits. And at the time, I mean, just being able to say that I was signed to the same label as the king of pop, come on, priceless, priceless, priceless stuff. So, man, it's so hot in here. Anyways, I'm gonna try to tell this story. I should have told this earlier when I was at this beautiful, beautiful lake, backdrop of a lake. Breeze was blowing and everything. And but I already shot one video there and I wanted to be in the studio for this one. Anyways, so guys, all right, so this is what happened. So this is so crazy. All right, so I had the opportunity, I was in Japan, I got to see Michael Jackson do his thing. MJ was freaking performing, and guys, he did his patented freaking trademark song that when you think of Michael Jackson, you think of the moonwalk, you think of Billie Jean. He did Billie Jean, guys, and as you can expect, it was freaking electrifying. It was dope. MJ, if you've never seen MJ do freaking Billie Jean live, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see him do it now live. You might be able to see one of these impersonators. There's some pretty good impersonators out there, but the best thing you can do now is go and Google that, because there's tons of people who've uploaded videos of MJ live and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it's just not going to ever be the same as actually being there. If you've missed out, I'm sorry to say, but be the bearer of bad news, but you've just missed out. But anyways, Michael was doing Billie Jean. Oh, I should have been standing for this because I got to do the motion stuff. Hold on, wait a second. I'm gonna stand for this. All right, guys, I got to have that air a little bit. So if it's a bit noisy, I apologize. But I'm about to be very active doing stuff, and I'm already sweating as it is. So bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. All right. So anyways, so I'm at this freaking show, Michael Jackson's performing in this freaking awesome freaking sold out capacity freaking concert as you expect, of course. And anyways, so Michael's doing his thing, he's doing freaking Billie Jean, and so he's like, Billie Jean, not my lover. Y'all know how he does, y'all know how MJ does. So then what he did though, and let me reiterate, I was in the front, in the good seats, so I was right up front. So he freaking did his thing, pop, 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 and he spun around, whoo, and he threw the hat. Guys, he threw his hat, as you guys know he does, the hat after he spins on Billie Jean, and I caught the hat. Guys, I had MJ's hat in my hand. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I had the King of Pop, Michael Jackson's hat in my hand. Okay? I had it like this. Now here's where, remember when I said I did something stupid, I made a big mistake? This is where I made the big mistake. So, I decided that in my head, I had it all, this is all in my head. Me and my stupid ego and my stupid thoughts going in my head, that I had to act cool because I was with my manager at the time. I was with the A&R rep from this record label. So I couldn't act like I was a groupie. I couldn't act like I was a fan. I couldn't be all like, you know, going crazy like a little, you know, fangirl. I had to try to pretend like I wasn't phased that it was Michael Jackson. So here I am trying to play the part of, yeah, I'm a dope artist. And so I'm like, it's just Michael Jackson. It's just Michael Jackson. Only the biggest freaking artist in the world, the biggest in history, right? So I'm trying to act cool. The hat, anyway, the hat, I'm just trying to act like it's not a big deal. And so now all these fans, these Japanese fans, are going nuts. They're going crazy, fighting for the hat. I'm surprised samurai swords didn't come out because they were freaking all, as you can expect, and we're going nuts over the freaking fact that his hat was right there. So they're fighting for the hat. The hat falls out of my hand stupidly because, again, I'm just trying to, and partly I'm stunned I even caught the hat. I'm like, I've got Michael Jackson's hat in my hand, you know. I'm like, I can't believe I have his hat in my hand for starters, and the same token, I gotta play it off and act cool. So stupidly, the hat falls out of my hand because everyone's pushing and shoving for the hat. Everyone's trying to reach for it, and I'm like, it's just Michael Jackson. I'm as dope as Michael Jackson. I'm a dope artist. Yeah, it was the biggest mistake ever in my entire life. If I knew he was going to die, I would have freaking fought harder for the hat, probably even. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. I had this thought in my head that I had to act a certain way and present myself a certain way. When you're an artist, you're in the public eye, you gotta be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to impress, you know, my people, let them know that, yeah, hey man, I'm dope, I'm good, it's Michael Jackson, okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm sitting there doing that, trying to play cool, and meanwhile this other voice in my head is going, what you doing, fool? Get the hat, get the hat! You know, and look, honestly, a lot of those Japanese people that were around me, like, I could have fought them off, man. I was bigger than a lot of them, you know. I was like, get out of the way, get out of the way. You know, but nah, man, seriously, it was crazy, it was nuts, and I was stupid. I should have grabbed a hat, but I didn't, and that is probably one of my biggest regrets ever. I was on the Jumbotron and everything, man. Like, they threw the hat out, and I'm like, and I'm trying to act cool, man. So I'm like, it's just Michael Jackson. Oh, guys, but even though I made that dumb, freaking, really dumb, okay, it was really ridiculously stupid, but I did have the time of my life because as a kid growing up, Michael Jackson was one of the people who inspired me and wanted me, you know, and made me want to be the artist that I became and do music and everything. He was a huge inspiration for me and a lot of artists. You hear people like Chris Brown, you hear people like Usher, you hear so many artists who say that, you know, they were inspired by MJ. He touched so many people over the years that he exists on this planet. And, you know, no matter what you think about him, I tell you this, man, no one can ever argue the fact that he was one talented guy. And whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that fact. So, me personally, as someone, as you guys, if you haven't watched, go to, depending, I don't even know what channel I'm going to upload this to yet, but I have done a whole thing about my experience with MJ and all that kind of stuff. You can watch the video and hear the whole story, guys. And Yeah, but it's a happy moment and it's also a sad moment about this particular experience because I was up front, I was seeing the King of Pop, I was there, I had the hat in my hand. I touched it, at least I touched it. At least I can say that I touched his hat and I had his hat in my hand. Not a lot of people can say that. Not even people who were around him all the time can say that they had that opportunity, you know? It's not like Michael just be like, and you had to, I guess, even if like if you was a dancer, if you was anyone professionally around him, you would have to carry yourself a certain way. You're not gonna be, hey Michael, is it cool if I hold your hat and touch it and stuff? Like, you wouldn't say that. So anyways, but I feel blessed and I wanted to share that story with you guys. That's my Michael Jackson hat story. I've got more stories. I got lots of stories. I want to share all my stories. At some stage, we're going to get through a lot of them. Oh, and guys, thanks for watching the Ja Rule story because it was pretty cool. I got, you know, a lot of people saying they thought it was cool, they enjoyed the story and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you know, but yeah, I got some cool stuff. I've done a few things. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And we're getting that grind back, as I said, so you don't want to miss out on what's coming up next. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that beautiful stuff. And as I always say, remember to live each moment to the fullest. We're out.